To the insurance company I'm leaving behind. You've scorned me for the last time. I've met another who makes me sing like a lark with the first morning dew. It happened all so quickly. In just 15 minutes, Geico swept me into a loving car insurance embrace and saved me hundreds of dollars and sleepless nights. Now I needn't worry if you'll be receptive to my automobile needs. Geico will be there for me in all the ways you never could. Regards, Sylvia in Silver Spring.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I know you've been searching hard,
searching for a God, dodging sins from Satan. Cause all you do is waste it if you don't put faith in the King of Kings. He's been waiting, luckily he's patient. The prophecy can't be mistaken, can't deny his greatness. And if you try, pray to God that you survive. You could die in the instant when you live outside his eyes. Cause his vision is supreme, you can't hide from it. The devil tries to tell you lies, just improvise from it and move on.
I know you've been searching hard, searching for your God. Sometimes it seems he's nowhere to be found until you step on holy ground. Say you've heard this all before, then you should know he is the door. Say you've tried all the rest. Well, my friend, now take the best. We celebrate and we elevate and we gravitate around the King of Kings. Oh, we celebrate and we elevate and we gravitate around the King of Kings.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to Motivate, Enrich, and Inspire Radio Show. I'm your host, Ej G, and I'm so happy to be with you this morning on Motivation Monday on MEI Radio Show. You know, every week we bring you motivation, information, and inspiration to encourage you to live on purpose. So I'm just so excited today. I had the pleasure of meeting our guest at an event just recently. She's such a warm spirit, just a creative genius. Ej Powell, she's the CEO of GetMended.com. Good morning, Ej. How you doing?
Thanks, IG. I'm doing great. How are you today?
Great. Well, we just want to first thank you for being with us this morning on MEI Radio Show, and I'm just so excited to have you with us, just to share, you know, about your business. I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation yesterday, so just want to be able to bring that, you know, to the MEI Radio family.
Thank you for having me. No problem.
Awesome. So, you know, first of all, I know that you are the CEO of GetMended.com, a great organization that, you know, has multi-divisions. And so just share with us a little bit about GetMended.com and where GetMended even, you know, just was birthed out of.
Sure. GetMended.com is my child, and like any child, you want to nurture and develop each and every part of it, and it came about as a result of me trying to mend myself after the death of my grandmother. It was my process of healing, and in that, it just kind of evolved to what it is today. GetMended.com is a movement, and it's my belief that we all, whether it's spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, or material, we all have something that we want to change or make better about ourselves. And the what ails you is a homage to my grandparents and all older people who would always ask if something was wrong with you, what ails you, and that's what it's about, because everyone has something that's wrong with them, be it great or small. And how it evolved into the divisions that I have is the music is under the label of Hamasa Music Group, and Hamasa is Hebrew for the journey, and that's what I feel I'm on. I'm on a journey to wow, and the wow is to walk on water. The athletic division is Real Athletic Woman, Real Athletics, and it's my belief that regardless of what you're doing, if you're putting forth the effort, that's the real, and it needs to be recognized. Everybody's real is different, so it's my real, not yours, and it's not to be compared with anyone else but yourself. It's just to put forth your best effort and whatever it is that you can achieve and whatever it is that you're looking to achieve. And the moment is the writing of it all. In the beginning was the word, and the word is what gets you through, and so that's how it all came about. I came about to get mended through writing, and that's the foundation of everything, and that's what brings it full circle. So Get Mended is sort of the universal vending machine. If whatever your ail is can select from the music, from the movement, the moments, and just whatever it is that you feel is wrong, that we probably have something that can pretty much help you.
Wow. Well, I think that's fantastic. And, you know, as I like to call myself a country city girl, so I absolutely can identify with what ails you. And I absolutely love that, you guys are actually a service, and I love how you say through the music, or the moments, So tell us a little bit more about Hamasa, because I know that we just a few minutes ago played actually one of the tracks from one of your artists. So share with us about that particular King of Kings, right?
Yes, that is from the artist Mboje off his debut EP, The Heart of the Matter, and it's a 4-track disc that we put together. It's executive produced by myself and the other artist, Moosh Millions, who's the singer, songwriter, and producer, and we all got together and collaborated on that, and I thought it was appropriate to begin the interview with that because I am searching. I think we're all searching, and ultimately that's who we're searching for is the King of Kings, and that's Jesus. So I feel that it's everything that we do is a homage to our family, our history, our heritage, and ultimately, for me, this is my form of kingdom building, if you will.
Absolutely love that. And, I know that you actually shared the CD with me, and I have definitely enjoyed it. So tell our listeners where they actually can, get the music, and be able to purchase the CD themselves.
Everything is available at getmended.com. On my webpage, it's under merchandise, and that's the physical CD, or you can actually go and download it from the site, or you can purchase it both the artist Mboje and Moosh Millions debut CD. I'm just saying, that's a full CD, 16 tracks. You're gonna love it. It's smooth hip hop. It's just great music, and I'm not just saying that because I'm involved with it. Because in the beginning, as a producer, you hear so many versions of the track, and you kind of get attached to them. And so initially, when this project was finished, it took me a minute to warm up to the new versions of the tracks. But I was taking a long car ride, and I popped it in, and it was just a relaxing and smooth. It's just a relaxing and smooth sound, and I think anyone who has a good appreciation for real good music, feel-good music, is going to love both of those CDs. And they're also available on iTunes. You can listen to it on Spotify, iHeartRadio. Anywhere that you can get music, you can find those 2 CDs. Moosh Millions, awesome. I'm just saying, and the artist Mboje, The Heart of the Matter.
Awesome. We're going to encourage our listeners to definitely, download and purchase the CD because they are both fabulous. Now, EJ, I know that you also are an author.
Yes.
So tell us about, your book. I was so excited to, just to hear about it, and as well as you sharing your testimony and how you even went through a journey in writing your book.
The title is Thread for Mending a Broken Soul, and as it states, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to heal myself. My grandmother, in essence, was my mother. Even though my parents are still living, I spent the majority of my life with my grandparents. And as a child, there's a certain order that you have, how you have things in your head. And so my grandfather was older, and he was the more sickly, and so it was just in my child mind that the older person and the more sickly person is the first one to always pass away. Well, when that didn't happen, it just kind of threw me for a loop. Not that death doesn't do that, but when you have it in your mind that it's supposed to occur a certain way, it takes a minute for you to adjust. And then the fact that I really had to process that alone. It was a lot for someone who was 23 years old to go through, and then to go through that alone, because my friends had never experienced anything like that, and the person that I was dating hadn't experienced anything like that. And so they were unable to provide the consolation that I needed for myself to console myself and to help myself heal. So my words were the thread that I needed to begin to mend my broken soul, and it's still a process to this day. It's not something that you get over, but you just the hole gets a little bit smaller as you go through life, and you just keep mending yourself with whatever is going to help you in that process. And for me, it is everything about Get Mended. It is the music, it is the movement, it is the moments, it's the materials, it's everything. So each part of that is a needle, and each part has its own thread that helps, or that can help me and anyone else who is open to it.
Absolutely, and I can identify with you so much, when you talk about just having that real relationship with your grandmother. I too was very close with my grandmother, spent many years with her, and as I said to you when I was listening to you, just talk about your book and kind of the journey that you went through in healing, or still healing after losing your grandmother. I could identify with that because I too am going through much of the same, even though it hasn't been very recent. My grandmother and I were very close, and it wasn't really until I lost her that I saw how important, or how much more important that she was, in my life, and how much I had actually learned from her. So, the book is something that's very new because, there's so many people that can identify with that, relationship with the grandmother.
Yes, and I think it's important for people to acknowledge that. And sometimes we want people to grieve in the way that we feel that they should grieve, but it's a process, and everybody goes through the process differently, and I think that needs to be respected. And a lot of times when people aren't allowed to fully express their grief the way that they want to, it gets repressed, and people end up with, I feel, certain syndromes and conditions that could be healed if they were just allowed to express themselves the way that they wanted to. And so this was my way of expressing myself and the grief. And it had been completed, but I just never felt secure enough to expose myself. Not that I didn't necessarily think it was good enough, but as Miss Erykah Badu states, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive, and just to be able to put yourself out there is not that your work isn't good enough, but it's always subject to unsolicited comments and criticism. So that was a process for me.
Absolutely. And, I'm a believer that writing is therapeutic. So, I definitely understand that. And I know that, just in us talking where, that you said you have many more books to come. So tell us a little bit about, what we can expect, in the future from your writing.
Well, I'm pretty much whatever it takes type type of writer. I do poetry. I do short stories. I'm working on a few novels, some of them romance. One might be suspense. I haven't really decided which direction it's going to take. I write music. I also have a law degree, so I do contract reviews, and I don't do the big stuff, but I do enough to kind of help people along with different aspects of it. And I write speeches, and anything that involves words, I'm pretty much open to, and it's my goal that everything about Get Mended is just going to become what it's designed to be, that a worldwide movement, because the world that we live in is in such a state that we do need some healing, we do need some mending, and we're here, so we might as well take it upon ourselves to take care of what's been given to us.
Absolutely. I think that you're so right about that, and I love how you are really just, sharing your gifts, your talents, as well as, your artists and, with others. I think that that's fantastic, and that's what we call, really living on purpose and encouraging others, to do the same. EJ, we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we have author and CEO of GetMended.com, Ej Powell with us. Stay tuned for more from MEI Radio Show on the MWHY Radio Network.
Jacob for hire.
That's alright.
If that's alright, can I get a little bit more? If that's alright.
Tell me that's alright.
That's alright. Can I get a little bit more? That's alright.
I can picture you in slow motion, mystifying like a potion. Every scene of you is like a work of art. Never ever have I had a notion to just walk up on a girl and whisper in her ear that
Hello, I'm Sherelle of Fit and Flow Yoga Radio. Wake up with me every Friday at 6 a.m. and have a wonderful yoga experience. We'll explore meditation and discuss how various yoga postures can help relieve your everyday stress. We'll also make the connection between our faith and wellness. Follow us on Spreaker.com to tune into the show. That's Spreaker, SPREAKER.com. And also search MWHY Radio to join me every Friday at 6 a.m. for Fit and Flow Yoga Radio with Sherelle. And until next time, surrender to your strength and always embrace your flow.
Hi, this is Benita with Off the Vine. Join us on Fridays at 3 o'clock for Fun Talk About Wine. This season, I'm going to put this little sommelier certification to work as we expand the conversation to talk about beer and spirits too. Meet more exciting special guests, and you never know just who may show up at the studio. Off the Vine with Benita on the May We Help You Radio Network, giving you something to whine about.
The Queen Esther Radio Show is live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me, Jessica Taylor,
and me, Jason Mosley, to be entertained by authors, artists, and spiritual leaders.
We look forward to being a blessing in your life every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Only on the MWHY Radio Network.
Thanks for tuning in to Motivate, Enrich, and Inspire Radio Show. I'm your host, Ej. We have had a great conversation today with author and CEO of GetMended.com, Ej Powell. So, if you're just joining us, Ej has been, telling us all about Get Mended, all the divisions of her business, as well as her book. So, Ej, tell our listeners as well where they can, purchase your book, and how they can actually find it.
I was self-published back in, I think, 2003, 2004, and it is currently still available at Amazon.com, and I'm due to do a second reprinting to add a little bit more to it and possibly have a audio CD to go along with it to up the experience for people to get mended. And I'm looking forward to that. Going to be working with that super producer, Moosh Millions, on that. He's going to be helping me out with some tracks and some audio recordings. And so I'm just trying to increase the experience of people being able to mend themselves.
Absolutely. And, one thing that was very, very intriguing to me, especially now in a time where, health and wellness are, so popular as well as so needed, I love to hear the fact that you are an athlete. So tell us a little bit about Raw as well as all that you have going on, because I noticed that you shared with me that you just recently did a triathlon.
Yeah, I am an athlete, but I'm not the average athlete, because I don't look like your typical athlete. I'm short, I'm no small chick, but I get it done, and I get it done my way. It's my real, not yours. And that's what Raw is all about. It's Real Athletic Woman, Real Athletics. My Real Athletics is for my men, because men need encouragement, too, to get their fitness. And the way it came about is that I looked at all these, if you've ever been to a race, it's fueled by everyday average people. Some are fit, some aren't fit. And that needs to be recognized, that that's money, that's power. We're the people who are fueling these races, and so all the running magazines that I would get never featured anyone who was, quote, unquote, average. And it just struck home, and I took a stance, because when I'm in the gym and I'm on the treadmill and someone comes and gets on the treadmill beside me, I know what they're thinking. Oh, she's still running? Oh, she's still running? Well, yes, I'm still running because I'm trying to condition myself. I'm not here to motivate you. If you get some motivation, that's great, but I'm having a hard enough time trying to motivate myself. And so in doing that, I evolved into this athlete. I was never active in school because I hated the way outdoors smelled. I didn't want to get dirty. I didn't want to get smelly. I was a girly girl, and so when I got older, okay, I got nothing to lose. You know, you're already in a relationship, and so you don't have to worry about how many scars are on your legs or if your arms are all bruised up. So I just threw caution to the wind, and I fell into it by happenstance, was working out with one of my sheroes, Juanita, and she was training for her first 13.1 race, and I was just there to support her and ended up doing my first 8K, and I've been going ever since. And I did my first triathlon without really knowing how to swim. Thank God it was a sprint. It was a pool swim. But I did it. And just recently we had the Shamrock Marathon here in Virginia, and I didn't train. I just went out and did it. And even though I didn't finish because of the time cutoff as you go through the base, but I was on pace to finish the actual race. But I did 21.65 miles without having ever trained for it. So that's my reel, and that's what it's all about, putting forth your effort. And what that has evolved into is that I was named a brand ambassador for Skirt Sports. And I'm excited about that, to tell you about that. Skirt Sports is a fitness apparel company, and it was started by Nicole DeBoom, and she's a triathlete, and the way it came about is she was out running, and she saw her reflection in the mirror, and she didn't like what she saw. She wanted to be an athlete, but she also wanted to look good doing it. And so on September 12th, 2004, she won her first Ironman, and she did it in her first skirt sport prototype. And that's how the skirt revolution was born. And I'm proud to be one of their brand ambassadors. And I must say that the skirts, the majority of them fit very well, especially if you have plenty hips and thighs, as most women do. So I think anyone who went out and purchased one of those would be very, very happy about it. And also, I was named a brand ambassador for Fusion Sports. And Fusion Sports is a Danish company, and it specializes in high-performance sporting apparel for triathletes, cycling, and running. And their focus is to provide the complete wardrobe for the athletes. So it's I have a triathlon coming up on Saturday. It's my first of the season. I'm looking forward to it because I took private lessons, and it's a lot of time and investment and money in trying to become a better athlete. And my goal is to always finish, because I know as I continue to train, I'll get better, but I always just want to try to go out and finish and just do my best. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about for me.
Absolutely. And what an inspiration you are, EJ. I mean, I was just so impressed when you said, you know what, I just did a triathlon. I have something coming up. I mean, and you said it, so eloquently as far as, just really putting forth your best effort. And I think with anything that you do, there's always a beginning and there's always a start. And that's what I really hear from what you're saying. Get started.
Yes, you just have to
don't let something stop you. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's difficult. It's difficult, and there's always going to be somebody who's faster, somebody who's better somebody who's better in the pool or in the open water or on the bike or on the run. But unless you're one of those top three, everybody gets the same medal, everybody gets the same T-shirt, and everybody gets the same congratulations. So unless you're in those top three, it doesn't really matter.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and I love that, as far as getting started. And that really inspired, me, because, a lot of times that's what can be the scariest, is just getting started, saying, hey, I'm going to make the decision to do this, and I don't know what the outcome will be, but, allow me to even try.
And I still get butterflies and I get anxious every time I go to the pool to train. I have this anxiety, even though I know what I'm doing. It's still it's a lot to take in because water is without boundaries, but it's all mental. It really is, and that was the main reason why I went out and did the Shamrock, is because I just wanted to see how mentally tough I am, because I'm actually lazy. I really am, and it's hard to believe, but I am. I'll phone it in on myself, and I know it's just a matter of, okay, I need to get mentally tough, but that's what it's about. The body will get tired long before the mind gets tired, and so it's up to the mind to keep the body going for as long as you can. And I don't know if anyone has ever seen there's a video of a woman who was crawling to the finish line of a marathon, and that's what you see. That's what it's about. Her mind was willing her body to finish long after her body was ready to give up, and that's what it's about. It's just about seeing how mentally tough you are to get through. But we do that every day, and we don't realize that.
Absolutely, and I love that you're talking about the conditioning, because I think that that is so parallel to many of the things that we go through in life. It's really allowing our mind to really take us through, that we can finish, or when times get tough or times get difficult. And we know that all of that is part of the journey, right?
Correct. All of that is part of the journey.
Absolutely. Well, EJ, I thoroughly enjoyed, having you today with us on MEI Radio Show. Please tell our guests how they can, follow you and stay connected to all the great things that you're doing, get your book, and just connect with GetMended.com.
Absolutely. You can reach me at GetMended.com. You can follow me on Facebook at GetMended.com, on Instagram at GetMended, and on Twitter at GetMended. Also, please check out my artist, Moosh Millions. He is also on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter at Moosh Millions, and also the artist Mboje. They can all be found on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And I am just excited about the opportunity to bring this, to put the .com in GetMended.com and take it out to the world and just expose everyone to what we have to offer. And I think, like I said, it's a vending machine. Whatever your need is, I'm pretty much sure that we can probably help you out. And if we can't, we may know someone who can. That's the beauty about it. We're not afraid to talk someone else up about something if that's not our specialty.
Absolutely, and that's what life's about, is, connections and networking, and so, that just shows the heart of you and your business, being able to, yield yourself and say that if there's something that you guys at GetMended.com cannot offer. All of the music that you guys are hearing today on MEI Radio Show is all by GetMended.com, which is all, produced by EJ Powell. We were just so excited, EJ, to have you with us today. We wish you much success in all that you do. Know that MEI Radio Show is definitely a fan and a supporter, and if there's anything that we can do, don't hesitate to reach out to us.
I do appreciate it. I do thank you for having me, and I'm grateful that we made the connection at the Business and Bosses event a few weeks ago, and hopefully we can connect and help build each other up in the future.
Absolutely, absolutely. We would love to have you and your artist at one of our Motivate speaking shows. And so, I know that we'll definitely be doing many things in the future. The pleasure was ours, and we wish you a fantastic Motivational Monday. And in closing, EJ, just give us the best piece of advice that you were ever given.
the best advice that I was ever given. I would have to say that it was to listen. My grandmother always told me that is to listen, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I try to make that conscious effort because in listening, everything becomes clear. I don't always hear, but I try to listen, and I try to process and understand, and so in listening, I become more aware, and and I think it's just a process of always being mindful to just listen.
There you have it, MEI family. Listen, and that's definitely going to be our tip for the day. I think we can all, take heed to that advice. There's definitely power in becoming better listeners, and it does take a conscious effort. EJ, thanks again. We appreciate it. And we're going to ask our audience to stay tuned for more from MEI Radio Show. I'm your host, Ij, on the MWHY Radio Network.
Better you. But now it's just in pieces all because of you. It's like the things I do, like the lying, the cheating, the fussing, the fighting, the leaving for no reasons. But I said I'd never leave her. I changed like the seasons. She loved me like the playoffs. I treated her like preseason. Her heart was once a plane, looking back on how it soared. But everything came crashing down once I came aboard. Her love was like a boat. She welcomed me aboard, but I was like the tide. She knew I'd leave for sure. And all those tears she cried were pointless in the end. Man, she should have saved those tears to drown me in. Look, a thin line between love and hate, and I love to see on that tightrope. World dark like the sun broke. Said I changed, she lost hope. Loving me is like Gary Coleman. It's safe to say we had different strokes. My next just ain't you, Picasso when I paint you. She was my girlfriend.
To all of my female entrepreneurs, it's time to expand your region and business profits. Are you networking in the same locale and viewing the same guest list over and over? Do you find your colleagues are referring new business and its clients that you already have in your portfolio? Are you industry stagnant? And are your social groups and events filled with the same people? If you answer yes to just one of these questions, it's time to expand internationally. You are cordially invited to petition for attendance to an all-female, exclusive, and private event featuring the Power of 52 Women, the East Coast International Business Symposium, hosted by rockstar entrepreneur and international business consultant Erica A. Murray and multimedia distributor and expert Letitia M., and moderator Ms. Joan Henry of the Women's Entrepreneur Expo, beginning February 28, 2015 in Baltimore, Maryland, March 28th in New York, April 18th in Washington, D.C., May the 23rd in Atlanta, Georgia, June the 20th in Boston, Massachusetts, and September, Africa. If you are serious about your business, don't miss this event. Go to www.thepowerof52women.com for more information. Once again, go to www.thepowerof52women.com and register today. This is an event you don't want to miss.
If you're the parent of a child with behavioral challenges that has been suspended, expelled, or just not able to make it in a traditional school setting, there is an alternative. Call the Metropolitan Day School today. Licensed and accredited grades K through 12. Call 804-321-2595. Financial assistance and after-school programs are available. Let's turn this school year around right now at the Metropolitan Day School, where Eagles soar. Call Ms. Thomas today. 804-321-2595.
Thanks for tuning in to Motivate, Enrich, and Inspire Radio Show. I'm your host, Ej. It is Motivational Monday on MEI Radio, and we have had such a great day today. We had the pleasure of catching up with author and CEO of FitMended.com, Miss Ej Powell. Just phenomenal young lady. Got a very powerful testimony, and she's just doing some great work with her business as well as her book, and just sharing inspiration. So we were just so thankful that we had the opportunity to talk to her as well. But before we go any further, I do want to let you know that the MWHY Radio Network is proud to bring you Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise RVA Expo, a complete mall takeover for entrepreneurs, families, teens, and you to enjoy. Come for the resources you can use to successfully be in business, and stay for the live performances by the hosts of the network and entertainers from around the world. Over 10,000 attendees will join us that day, so you don't want to miss this event. It's September 12th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Register for your free ticket today at healthywwealthywise.RVA.eventbrite.com. So join us at Chesterfield Town Center Mall, and we are looking forward to seeing you there live for Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise RVA event from the MWHY Radio. So make sure that you guys are saving that date, September 12th. We are so excited. We'll be there to participate, and we love what MWHY Radio is bringing to the Richmond community. So make sure that you guys are marking your calendar. Also, we want you to put on your calendar April the 26th. We are having another Motivate, Speak, and Show. You guys know that every single month we come out into the community with a showcase of talent, which is a fusion of live arts, entertainers, as well as speakers. We're so excited this month to be featuring Art is Sound with our featured performance this month is Kevin Hall, a jazz pianist. So it's going to be a fantastic showcase. And if you are an artist, author, speaker, please reach out to us at MEI Radio Show at gmail.com. We would love to have you on our lineup for any of our shows. So please send us bio information and connect with us, or just come out that day. The showcase will be from 6 to 8 p.m., located at the Top RVA in the lovely Shockoe Bottom. That's at 10 Walnut Alley down in Shockoe Bottom between 17th and 18th Street. Again, the date for Motivate this month is April the 26th. We're so excited, Sean and I, and Sean hasn't been able to be with us. He's been busy with work, but when he returns, we'll have so much to share and get us caught up on all the great things that he has been doing. So we look forward to seeing everyone there on April the 26th, as well as we want you to put on your calendar. We're so excited. We will be having a Mother's Day event. So excited. MEI Radio Show will present Honor Thy Mother, which is going to be a Mother's Day social May the 9th at the top from 2 to 6. We are going to be honoring great mothers, which are, women that a lot of times do not get the recognition that they deserve. So we'll be having all that information. Stay connected to us on Facebook so that you can find out more about how you can attend, get your ticket, or if there is a woman in your life that you would like to recognize, a mother or somebody that is a mother-like figure to you, we would love to be able to recognize them that day. There are several different levels that you can honor your mother or the woman in your life that you would like to recognize. So please stay connected to our Facebook page, Motivate, Enrich, and Inspire Radio Show on Facebook so that you can get all of the information and be able to register for Honor Thy Mother Mother's Day Social, May the 9th at the top from 2 to 6 p.m. Well, again, it's Motivational Mondays. We're going to encourage you to definitely live on purpose. Every week, that we bring you motivation, inspiration, and information to encourage you to do that through change agents, authors, entrepreneurs, as well as celebrities. And I just thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to us here on MEI Radio Show. Make sure that you are definitely following the MWHY Radio Network on MWHYradio.com so that you can get to know all the great hosts and shows that are on the network, as well as like us on Facebook. We're on Spreaker, so, make sure that you're following us so that you can definitely find out and be in the know. We thank you again. We wish you a fantastic week, and tune in next week for our great guest, Elijah Morgano. So excited to talk to this motivator next week on MEI Radio Show. Have a great week, you guys.
Or whatever what does Floetry say? She's a raptress.
I need you to do this because you wrote it.
I'm a writer.
I know, but
I'm a writer.
I'm not gonna give it the same
I'm
feel
a writer.
that you're gonna give it.
I wrote this for you to recite.
So
what do I get if I do it?
You get to be on the album.
I'm already on the album. Just this once. So I don't like this booth stuff. So I'm all claustrophobic up in here. But just for you. Because I love you. Because you're my what? My number one baby brother. As I walk through this house, seeing all these memories of you, sometimes I just want to murder your name. But cooler heads prevail, and Bernard's boot night keeps me sane. The bed we made, I lay and cry Vermont white tears. shame we couldn't grow in the same direction these last few months and years. I can't explain it or know exactly what went wrong. Was it destiny, fate, or were we unequally yoked all along? I see the 4 roses you left, and I let out a heavy sigh. Milk has been spilled, no need in asking why. But unto everything a season, and everything in due time. I can't lie, it was rough at first, but now I'm doing fine.